Here he gave me a graph and asking me to find f of 0. F of 0 means x 0 and he needs the value of y. So x here 0, so I'll go to the graph. The value of y here is 5. It's just in the middle between 0 and 10. So the answer here is 5 directly. So x is 0 from the graph, y is 5. Part B, he is asking for which values, so not one value of k, does this equation f of x equal y have only one solution. F of x equal k means y equal k. Y equal k means y equal 2, 3, 5, 7 means it is horizontal line like this. Had only one solution mean one intersection with the curve. So I need here equation of line or lines which makes only one intersection with the curve. How I know that it's horizontal? Because it said f of x or y equal k, equal number, equal 5, equal 3, equal -2. So it's horizontal line like this. F of x equal 10, 20, 0, -10, whatever. You need only one solutions. One solutions means one intersection. So which lines here makes one intersection? If you draw a line here, it makes more than one intersection. Here's still more than one intersection. Any line above this value or below this value will make one intersection. Again, a line above this value, which is here exactly 15, or below this value, which is 5, a line here will make one intersection, so it's one solution. How I can write it? I will write here that k is, because he said values, so many solutions. So more than 15 and k is more than 15 and less than 5. Look here again to the curve. Less than 5, it will make one intersection, so one solution. Or if a line is more than 15, it will make one intersection, means one solution. And it has 2 marks, 1 mark for each. In part C, he is asking find the estimate, so it will be rounded, not accurate 100%. So the mark scheme will find a range for your answer. For the gradient of the curve at the point where x equal -2.5. So I will go to the curve at the value of x -2.5 and draw tangent and find the gradient of this tangent. I will draw tangent here at -2.5, here -2.5. I will go to the curve and draw tangent. Tangent is a line just touch, see, just touch the curve. Don't make it like this. It's not touch, it intersects. Intersect in many points, but touch intersect only in one point like this. Just touch in one point. How I can find the gradient? You know the rule of the gradient, huh? M equals, the rule of the gradient, M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So here I need 2 points on that line so I can find the gradient. Let's figure out a clear point, easy point. Here's the first point, -2.5, and here it is above 10 by 1 only, 1 square, so it's 11. So I have the first point, -2.5 and 11. The first point, -2.5 and 11. Second point, let's find here another point. This point is -1.5 and 18 or 19. -1.5 and 19. So the other point is -1.5 and 19. Let's apply here the gradient rule. Y minus y, 19 minus 11. And here divided. If you start y from here, you should start x from here as well. So 1.5 minus minus, so it's plus 2.5. If you put this in the calculator, you will get the answer is 8, and in the mark scheme he will accept from 7 to 8. There is still, we have more parts here in this question. He give me another function g of x, and he's asking about the value that should be excluded from any domain. Domain means the values of x. That is the domain. So what is the value of x that cannot be here? What's the value of x that you cannot put it here? Right, you cannot put here negative 2. Why? Because 2 minus 2 gives 0, and 1 over 0, it's undefined. It cannot be. You cannot divide by 0. So x here cannot be minus 2. So the values that should be excluded from the values of x is negative 2, because 2 minus 2 gives 0, and you cannot divide it by 0. So the denominator cannot be 0. The function will be undefined. Last part here in this question, he is asking about f g negative 3. First, I should get g negative 3. G of negative 3, I will substitute here by minus 3. So 1 over 2 minus 3 gives, by calculator, negative 1. So now it's negative 1. So now I am trying to find f negative 1. So first I got g minus 3 by substituting here minus 3. I got minus 1. So now I will try to get f negative 1. From where I can get negative 1? From the curve, because the function f is drawn in the graph here. So I will go to x negative 1. I will check what is the value of y here. If x is minus 1, the value is y is just 1 square below 10, so it's 9. So the answer here is 9. So I will write here 9.